In this week's Torah portion, we are introduced to the final 3 plagues in Egypt: grasshoppers, darkness, and the striking of the firstborn sons of the Egyptian children. And over this progression, things have been getting ever worse. Dam, Sephadeia, Kinim, blood, frogs, lice, until their livestock was torn from under them, until the crops of the field were destroyed. And as we are ever developing harsher and harsher punishments against the Egyptians, the barad, this fire and hail mixed together, we come to the penultimate plague, Hoshech, the plague of darkness. And to be honest, doesn't sound so bad. Now, I know that some of my kids are afraid of the dark, but is that all that it was? Somebody turned off the lights? I'd like to suggest, based on the incredible comments of the Gera Rebbe, Hasidic Polish Chidushei Harim, that the Hoshech was a metaphorical type of darkness. When the verse says, V'lo ra'u ish et achiv, that no person was able to see their brother, no person was able to see their neighbor. What was really happening in the plague of darkness is that the Egyptians were so lost, they were so gone, that they were no longer able to see the people that were standing next to them. What is light? Light is the ability for us to realize and see other people who are outside of us. It's the ability to realize that life is not lived alone, that there are others beyond us. And for the Egyptians, Lo ra'u ish et achiv, no one was able to see their brother. They did not even realize that there were other people in this world who were right there next to them. To be in the plague of Hoshech is to think that this world and this life is all about you. To be struck by Hoshech is to think it's about my success and my journey and my story and my Instagram likes, and that this world is all about me. And that's a terrible plague, one of the worst of all. And we are reminded in the plague of Hoshech, in this very dark period in the world's history right now, that even in a global pandemic, even with a curfew here in Montreal, even when there is a lockdown, we have to think of others. We have to see other people. We have to be able to realize we are not in darkness, but rather that we can actually be in light. We are 4 weeks away from Purim, and we're reminded in the Megillah, La Yehudim hayta ara v'simcha v'sasan v'yakar. For the Jewish people, there was light and joy and revelry and great honor. Let us always remember to bask in the light. And if we can do that, we'll think less about ourselves and more about others. Shabbat Shalom.